Hello and welcome back to Centre Coventry, where today we'll have Doncaster at home in Scarbet League 1 and Wolverhampton Wanderers at home in the Carabao Cup. As you can see, we are top of League 1 as things stand after 15 league games, 8 wins, 5 draws, 2 defeats. We're a point ahead of Portsmouth and we're hoping to continue this today against Doncaster, who sit in 8th, just 6 points off of us. It's really close at the top of the table. Even sort of Bradford, Barnsley, Southend, they're all really close to being right in there with us. Sunderland are struggling just a little bit. Wycombe and Luton have started to drop down the table. Blackpool, Wimbledon, Rochdale, Shrewsbury really struggling. But as you can see from our schedule, since we were last together for the Arsenal and Sunderland games, which we won 2-0 and 2-0, we drew 2 games on the spin. We got a really late goal against Charlton after a 0-0 against Portsmouth. Bounced back with a Checker Trade Trophy win, which, with a bit of a changed side, as you can see, we weren't really too worried about. But we are through to the next round of the Checker Trade Trophy. Followed up by another draw against Wycombe, so 3 league draws on the bounce. Followed up with a drubbing of Southend. Our centre-back Dominic Hyam picking up a very neat hat-trick for a centre-half. And then a 2-0 win against Bradford City, but not much in the way of strikers scoring. Bakayoko got 1, Willis and a go-go, midfielder and a centre-back. Centre-back got 3 in that one, and Willis got 1, so 4 goals were from centre-half, Jody Jones and Bakayoko. Willis again in that one, Jody Jones in that one. A go-go and Shipley, and then no one. So really, our strikers are struggling for goals a little bit. We look at our fitness. Corey Blackett-Taylor is fine and fully fit today. Luke Thomas is good for 60 minutes. Dujon Sterling and Tony Andreu aren't ready to be selected for the first 11 yet. So here's what we've gone for our game against Doncaster. Jordan Thompson keeps his place at right back. Lee Burge, Junior Brown, Willis and Hyam. Agogo and Bayliss, Jody Jones, Chaplin and Geordie Huula, and Amadou Bakayoko up top. It's a very similar side. We're still limited due to our injury situation at the moment. It's all very similar week in, week out. This is getting closer and closer to full strength. I'd like to have Grimmer or Dujon Sterling, as it's a 4-2-3-1 versus a 4-2-3-1. They're playing slightly deeper midfielders than we are. We have slightly more attacking. They look to have Jermaine Anderson and Herbie Kane as 2 sort of holding players. Their main striker, their main goal threat, Malik Wilkes, is someone I've never heard of. But they're going to cause some problems today. They're right up with us. I want us to just go where we left off and push for a victory today at home against Doncaster. Form, really, we're unbeaten in a long time. But 3 draws on the spin was a little bit of a worry, as Jody Jones cracks one just over the crossbar. As we start off brightly, we've been starting brightly in most of our games, and Jordan Thompson's picked one up brilliantly there. Chaplin, Bakayoko. But as we look financially, we need to be doing well to keep ourselves. And Tom Bayliss, I don't know how that's gone in, but we've taken the lead, and they seem to think it's a really good goal, but I fail to see this. Bakayoko finds Jody Jones, who knocks it into Bayliss. There's a lot of time on the edge of the box. He takes a touch and just bounces one in front of the goalkeeper. It's in the bottom corner. The goalkeeper looks to be right on top of it, but we've taken the lead. But as I was saying, our form needs to be good, and it's Jody Jones. He's offside. He's got to be offside. Yeah, he's offside. Our form has to be good because we need a promotion. If we don't, our finances are looking pretty poor, to say the least. Or we need to be getting a lot more fans in the stadium. But at the moment, we're performing really well. Fans are starting to come flooding back. We're doing well in the cup competitions. We've got Wrexham coming up in the FA Cup, which should be a win. maybe we could cause an upset against Wolverhampton. Maybe they'll be more inclined to put a weakened side out. That might be good for us. But either way, we need to come in to the season and move through this season and really look to be challenging to keep the funds for next season. And it's Hawula, it's 2. We're just rambling on and we're putting on a display. Up to the away fans is gone. Jordi Hawula. This is a wonderful move again. Chaplin to Bakayoko. This is a wonderful pass. That is really well spotted as well from Jody Jones, and Hawula's run is just brilliant off of his fullback, and there's a goal. Bakayoko has picked up a knock and we're going to instantly get him off. We can't have more injuries. We really cannot have more injuries. Jody Jones, and that's just wide. We can't have players out for ages because we've overplayed them, or you know, if we can get another goal and we can take Willis off a little bit early and bring Tom Davis on, we will. We're looking to try and keep players fit now. Clark Harris finds Chaplin, who goes wide to Jody Jones, who's popped one in, and it's Junior Brown. And the left back's in on the act, and you're seeing what you're seeing now is really how good we can be against League One sides in our division that are still up with us. You know, Doncaster aren't a mile away in the league. They win this game and we obviously lose. They're 3 points behind. They're in the playoffs. But as things stand, we're trying to shift ourselves away from the rest of this mob in the playoffs and try and cement ourselves in that top 2. That's what we need to do, and it's 3-1. Malik Wilkes, 3-1 first half. We're 34 minutes in, and it's 3-1. Failing to see how we haven't got this clear here. Fullback, Phil Jordan Thompson can potentially do just a little bit better there. He's onside. And he just popped it past Lee Burge from close range. But we need to cement ourselves in that top 2 if we can. Signings are going to be hard to come by because we don't have any money. We're already in the red as we've gone through in the wage budget. And we have no transfer budget. It's 3-2. What is going on here? Ali Crawford. My goodness, I'm not even watching that. I just want to get us going again. This is just turned on its head. All of a sudden, and it's 3-2. That's frustrating. But yeah, we have no transfer budget. Wage budget is right down there, in the red. So we need that promotion, and we need to make sure that we keep playing well. If we do drop off in the league, we're gonna find it really difficult to keep anyone next season, as most of our players are out of contract, which is going to be a real problem for us actually. If a lot of our players end up being out of contract and we can't keep them, we're going to end up scraping the barrel again. And that's what Coventry have done for years gone by. They sell their best players and replace them with slightly lower tier players. You know, players over the years, Gunnison, Westwood, Scott Dan, Marlon King, all these players leave and they just get replaced with slightly worse players. And it's the same even when we got relegated with players like Richard Keogh, Cyrus Christie. You know, these are all players that if you're relatively familiar with Championship or and Premier League football, you would have heard of these players. You know, Richard Keogh captaining Derby County, Cyrus Christie in the Premier League with Fulham. Just being replaced with slightly worse players every single time. And when that happens, you end up in League 2. Because eventually you're just replacing players with worse and worse players on lower wages each time. And the product on the pitch gets worse and worse. Less people come to watch. So you're not actually solving a problem. You're putting worse product on the pitch. So less people are watching, so you're making less money. So you're continually doing this downward spiral, which can't continue. So hopefully in our series here, we're going to try and put the upward spiral again, getting more fans on the pitch, watching the product on the pitch, where we can then start to replace some of these players with slightly better players, because we're making more money because the product on the pitch is good. But first we have to perform, and this is where it starts. We've got a good young base. It's 3-3 out of nowhere. I mean, this is just mental. I'm going to bring on Liam Kelly. Am I going to bring on Liam Kelly? Yeah, I'm going to bring on Liam Kelly. This is just all gone. These sorts of results can't happen too often. Especially when we're leading and we've just thrown it away. Edwards puts in a pretty good ball. Marcus does well. And James Coppinger off the bench. He's someone that you would have heard of if you're familiar with lower league football. He's been around for a hell of a long time. They've already made all 3 of their subs. We've still got 1 to make. It's going to be Connor Chaplin for Jordan Shipley. Connor Chaplin looks a little bit tired. Need to keep him fit. We're still top of this division at the moment. Plymouth. Oh, no, we dropped. As I said, that Portsmouth have got what looks to be a late winner. Which is going to put us... Oh, my goodness, how is he in? Edwards, what a tackle, Jordan Thompson. That is a superb challenge. That's Clark Harris. Wonderful ball to Geordie Hewula. He's out wide. Hewula. It's not away. It's Jody Jones. Surely a winner. Surely a winning goal, which will put us back top of this division. Here it is again. Geordie Hewula. Very well played down the line. Knocks it in. Half cleared. Clark Harris shot blocked. Jody Jones into the bottom left corner. Moving into central attacking midfield. He gets his goal. And we go 4-3 up. Another chance maybe. Bayliss. Kelly. Oh my goodness. Cleared away. Taylor. A chance for Doncaster at the other end of the field. It's not over yet. Lee Burge holds. No mistakes now. Lee Burge holds it for as long as he can. Thumps it as far as he can. That's a hell of a kick. Clark Harris has beaten the defender, and Clark Harris has slid it wide. Could have had Lee Burge an assist, but it doesn't matter. We've won the game. We've deserved it, to be honest. We've dominated possession. Shots, we've had loads of shots. Not too many shots on target, which is a bit of a problem. But Jody Jones getting the Man of the Match award. And now we just head over to Wolverhampton Wanderers at home. Well, can we put ourselves in the next round of the Carabao Cup? So here we are, just before kick-off for the Wolves game in the Carabao Cup. Wolves, heavy favourites for this one, shockingly. Helder Costa is out. David Zurutuza is out, and João Matinho is very much doubtful. Tony Andreu and Corey Baskett-Taylor are doubtful. And we have 4 players who are definitely not going to play today. Wolves are sat in 12th in the Premier League, with Ruben Neves wanted by Paris Saint-Germain. My goodness gracious me. Not a bad start for Wolves. 4 wins, 5 defeats. They've beaten Huddersfield. They beat Manchester City. They thumped Brighton and beat Burnley quite nicely as well. Drew to Bournemouth. Lost to Arsenal and Tottenham. You can't have a go at them for that. Lost to Newcastle. Probably could have a go at the Cardiff defeat. But realistically, they're doing okay. They're doing quite well in the Premier League. They're not a terrible side. We beat Arsenal, who are actually second. So, you know, we're actually putting a real good performance there. But today is going to be difficult. We're without Bakayoko. Luke Thomas is going to come on the bench because we can have spare wide men. It's pretty much the same lineup as the one that played on Saturday against Doncaster. Dujon Sterling is close. He's 45 minutes, so he can play, but we're not going to do that to him. We're not going to put him through that. This is the best side I think we can put out. These two need a rest, but we can't do without them today. This is probably one of the biggest games of our season. We're thinking maybe Tom Davis over Hyam, but we've kept it with what we're going to keep it with that. I don't want to change it too much. It's difficult. I'm thinking of ways I can change it and keep players fit and all sorts, but it's just very, very difficult. A few changes clearly for Wolves today. They're playing a 3, I'd say a 3-5, well, a 3-4-3 really. I'd say these two are more going to be in here, and these guys are going to be very attacking. Jimenez, Diego Jota and Ivan Cavallero are going to be near impossible to stop. Dendoncker and Neves are just two incredible players as well. I think this is an area that we can exploit really. John Ruddy in goal, House, Duarte and Bennett. Don't know how good their wing backs are going to be, but you know, we're the underdogs. I know we're the underdogs, but I was really going to say we're going to pile the misery on. Their form hasn't been ridiculously good. That could be one thing for us at home. Not sure how many fans we've got today. It's almost a derby game, really. And Jesus, how quick was Diego Jota there? I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was stunned into silence. If we can get something out of this game, I mean, Leeds all beaten Chelsea, so you know, maybe a chance for us to win this whole competition. No, it's not going crazy, but you know, we've beaten Arsenal already. Manchester City are out, I do believe. You know, we could get another easier game again and have maybe a little bit of a chance, but Chelsea have had a 3-minute double and now taken the lead. We are into half-time straight away. No one's really done anything of any note to have a highlight about, at least, and we're going to kick off the second half very, very quickly. Jordan Willis is struggling. I've seen that. We want to try and get him through 90 tonight. This is important. We'll pull him out for the Accrington clash, if anything, if we have to. And Matt Doherty, it's one of the wing backs. His second of the season. It's unlucky. It's hit the wall. Diego Jota's got out wide, and Doherty's is. I mean, it's a great finish. Lee Burge is very unlucky. He's nearly got on the end of it, to be fair. Tom Bayliss is just. God. Liam Kelly. Right, we might as well do it. We're just going to do it. Players are tired and whatever, the little knocks and stuff. And we need to keep players fit for the league. If we're not going to definitely win this game, we're just gonna tick on. Here's Junior Brown though, and a little attack perhaps for us. The first highlight, we've actually had the ball and we've lost the ball. And here's Raul. That's a good tackle from Dom Hyam. And it's just wide from even Cavallero. That it's the sort of talent we want to be playing on a weekly basis. I mean, you know, these are the sort of teams we want to play against. There's a lot of players that are absolutely dead men walking for us at the moment. But we're playing a lot of football. We're playing a hell of a lot of football games. That's a wonderful pass from Lee Burge to Jordan Thompson. He's someone who at the start of the season wouldn't even have been in the team. And now he's starting weekly and is playing against a Premier League Wolves and really haven't played too bad. So, you know, that's a positive. We've got a couple of positives to take out of this. We haven't been thumped by, I mean, a front three at the start of this game and a midfield two that wouldn't look out of place on a European stage, to be honest. So there's nothing to be upset about here. Adama Traore's in, and he's just a talent as well, coming off the bench. But we've looked okay. We've not been completely outplayed. And we've still got a few minutes here. A go-go is into the box, and it's back to Ruddy. A little back header to John Ruddy, who hasn't really done much, to be honest, tonight. But again, a decent goalkeeper at a top championship level, surely. So this side is it's a Premier League side. It's a legitimate team in the Premier League. It's not a Cardiff or a Fulham. And Lee Burgess just hoyed one with his left arm to halfway. That was incredible. That was one of the best things I've seen. And it's, oh my goodness, it's Niall Ennis. And, oh, you've got to laugh. That was incredible. We haven't sold out the ground, which is a bit disappointing. I don't even care about this goal anymore. We'd like to see how many tickets. Look at our players. They're all absolutely... They've had it. They're knackered. Cavaliero's hurt. There's the final whistle. How many fans did we get in the ground? How do we look at that? How... Is it analysis? No. Review? How many fans were at the... I know we can look at it afterwards. What we'll do is we'll do the team talk. Despite the result, oh, okay, they didn't like that. Fine. That's okay. Eddie Vivacious cheered some of them up. We'll have a quick look at what our attendance was. Wolves eased to victory. It was quite a comfortable couple of goals. We're just going to send Vivacious to that. Clark Harris has now played 16 matches without scoring a goal, which is good. There were 21,000 fans at the Rico. Let's have a little look at our finances then. Balance is at 800,000. We've made a loss this month still. Even after that sort of big gate that we just got there, we're still projected to be in £1.8 million of debt by the end of this season and make a £1.4 million loss, which is not good. We might have to make a sale. I mean, Liam O'Brien's wanted by Derby County. We can get a few 100,000 for him. Try and milk Derby County for anything, to be honest. But it's all looking good in the league, and we will be back probably looking like Peterborough and Fleetwood, depending on how things go here. Definitely how things go here. We're already through in this, so we don't really need to worry about the Exeter game, who are their bottom anyway, so it should be a relatively simple one. But we're looking probably at these two, 5th and a mid-table side. By that point, we should be well clear at the top of the table, to be honest. If you did enjoy this video, a win and a defeat, seeing both sides of things. If you did enjoy it, please do leave a like, please do subscribe to the channel and catch up on all of our great content. Thank you very much.